everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to the Millionaires Book Club. And this is Sonia, and those of you joining us on Dr. Sonia Hilton Live, welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, today I want to read from my book. For the past year and a half, I've been reading other people's book. And so based on what I have been learning from these other books, I wrote my book. Your Secret Operator, the Answer to Your Prosperity. And you can check it out at Amazon. Check on the link right there. All right, so I'll read a little part of it. I'll read a chapter that I wrote on the mind. And I usually start the chapters with a quote. And this is a quote by David Kushiri. And he says, the mind is a powerful force. It can enslave us or empower us, plunge us into the depths of misery, or take us to the heights of ecstasy. Learn to use the power wisely. That is what David Kushiri said about the mind. Now, what is mind? Oftentimes, when we think of mind, we immediately think of our brain. However, our mind is not our brain. The brain is a product of the mind. It is the structure in our body through which the mind functions. Mind is spirit. Mind is an activity. It is not a thing that is tangible that you can see and hold. It is an activity that is present in every cell of the body. There is the mind of the Creator, which we call infinite mind, and there is the mind of man. The mind of man is finite, and the mind of God is infinite. Each is a part of the other. God is the ultimate of forces, and so the mind of God is the ultimate force. The mind of man is derived from the mind of God. Now, if our mind is derived from the mind of God, that means that whatever characteristics there are of the mind of God, we also have the same characteristics as well. And that is when you'll hear people say, well, we were made in the image of God. Or like Bob Proctor like to say that our spiritual DNA is perfect. And this is the reason why. Okay. Infinite mind gave man two aspects of itself, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Man's conscious mind is that part of the infinite mind that has been given to us for our use so that we can function as individuals who make choices. That's why we got our conscious mind. The other part of the universal consciousness that was given to universal subconscious mind. This is man's conscious mind. This is a part of man's mind that is contact with universal subjective mind. This is the medium through which divine mind communicates with man. Working in conjunction with universal subconscious mind, man's subconscious mind creates for him all the choices he makes with his conscious mind. The universal subconscious mind contains the essence of everything seen and unseen. This is the energy that has the potential to become anything. The energy cannot express itself, as only humans can call it into expression. Everything that man has in his life came from this source. Man has been given the power to call into expression conceive of. And I'll just leave it at that. So basically then, we have to understand that our mind has like two parts, two functions, because we said mind is an activity, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Now, to sort of have an idea of the activity, the amount of activity in each part of the mind, let's look at the iceberg, right? Let's look at the iceberg as an example. Now, everybody, well, most of us know that the little part of the iceberg that is jutting over the surface of the sea, over the surface of the ocean, is just a tiny fraction compared to the entire iceberg. And so we say that the little part of the iceberg that is jutting over the surface of the ocean is about 5% of the actual iceberg. 95% of the iceberg is underneath the surface of the water. You don't know it's there, but it is doing what it does. Now, where mind is concerned, our conscious mind that is attached to our five senses, we're aware of our environment and so on because of our ears and eyes. We see, smell, hear, taste, and touch. And so that's our conscious mind. We also have intellectual faculties in our conscious mind. You have, perception, reason, intuition, memory, the will, and the imagination. Those are part of our conscious mind as well. Now, and that is just in 5% of the activity of our mind. Now, everything else is the subconscious mind. And guess what? Very few people even know that the subconscious mind exists. But here's the kicker. The subconscious mind is what determines all your actions. Well, practically all your actions, like 99.99% of your actions is due to what's in the subconscious mind. Now, whatever gets into the subconscious mind, it cannot reject it at all. You see, we got our conscious mind to determine what we want. And we can purposefully put things in our conscious mind, by what we pay attention to, or we can let others put things into our conscious mind. Like we listen to the TV and we hear that the job report is this and this person gets shot over there and that person got blown up over there and all of that stuff. And we listen to the TV and we fall asleep on the TV. And so all these things that we're hearing, that we pay attention to, that we emotionalize, guess what? All of that goes right down into our subconscious mind. And whatever gets down there has to be expressed. It might not be expressed in the exact way, but this vibrations of a similar nature is going to be expressed. And who knows how that is going to be expressed. So when you understand that you do have a part of your mind, the subconscious mind, that determines all or practically all your actions, and whatever gets in the subconscious mind has to be expressed. You cannot reject it. It absolutely has to be expressed. When you know that, you'll be very careful of what you pay attention to. Very careful, welcome. You'll be very careful of what you listen to. You'll be very careful of what you get emotional about. Because remember, the subconscious mind is the emotional mind. Whatever you emotionalize, whatever thoughts you emotionalize is going to be produced. When? I don't know. It might be next month. It might be next year. It might be 5 years' time. But when the thing shows up in your life, you will not remember that you had thought those thoughts, you see. And so if we understand this, if we take the time to understand the subconscious mind, to understand how the entire mind works, then we have power in our hands. Because all that is happening in our life is due to what's in the subconscious mind that is being expressed. Some of the stuff that we have in our subconscious mind, we didn't actually consciously put them there. Most of it was put there before we were even 6 years old. And we're still functioning of those beliefs. Those thoughts that we keep thinking, that's a belief. And those beliefs are in our subconscious mind. And when they get there, they just naturally express themselves. Now, why are so many people experiencing lack of money, poverty? Because for most people, they grew up in households that were always talking about lack. We can't afford this, we can't afford that, money don't grow on trees, and all of that stuff. Where's that going to come from? Where do you find the money for that? All of that talk is limited. You talk like that because you don't have money. So all these talks, which suggest that you don't have money, It's in your subconscious mind and you're reinforcing it. You're reinforcing it. So the poor, they will definitely get poorer. And the rich, they will definitely get richer. Because the rich don't talk poverty talk. And the poor don't talk prosperity talk. They don't talk wealth talk. And so whatever you keep thinking, whatever you keep saying, whatever you keep imaging, that is going to be produced. That is going to be produced. There is an intelligent factor in all of us that creates whatever we keep thinking about, what we keep emotionalizing, what we keep uttering. But everything starts with thoughts. So pick up that book. It goes into aspects of this, and we will take it up next week. So until next time, this is Sonia. Have yourself a fantastic day. Bye now.